Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, I'm Sydney. In today's video, I'm gonna be giving you guys freshman advice. So I feel like freshman year is one of those years where it's like the year that you'll be the most nervous and scared for what's to come. So that's why I'm here to give y'all some advice. And hopefully people take this and use it. So I wrote down, like, I got a lot of stuff that I wrote down, and I'm just gonna go over like the topics that I'm doing first. So I'm gonna be talking about grades, relationships, classes, drama, friends, and the basics of just high school in general. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the basics. So freshman year is like definitely a pretty calm year. There's really not much to freshman year that you should be scared about, so don't be intimidated. Freshman year is one of those years where it's just really, you're really just getting adapted. And I can't say the first semester, the first half of the school year might be a little bit like, but the second half, you definitely already gonna get an idea of what high school is like, because it's really not much to it. It's just like freshman year. I think my freshman year personally was just, it was cool. It wasn't really much. But by the second half of the year, I was just like over school in general. But that's not something that's ever going to stop with me. But yeah, by the second half, you're going to be good. And I feel like administrators and stuff already aren't expecting you to be like on your P's and Q's if you're a freshman. But by the second half, they are gonna expect more from you guys. Just don't be intimidated, and that's all I got to say for the basics. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is grades. So a lot of people come to freshman year taking it as a joke. Now I can't say freshman year the work ethic, not work ethic, but the workload is like not really too much. Unless you're like a little bit ahead, then that's a different story. But some people, are just like, got the typical workload. So all you gotta do is come to class on time, do your work, ask questions, and you're gonna be good. As long as you do those things, everything's gonna be just fine. But don't play around. Take it seriously, because I have had people come into my class when I was a freshman that they were like upperclassmen, and they would tell me that they took their freshman year as a joke. They didn't really do anything, was skipping class, and now it's just like still affecting them, and they're trying to like build their GPA and do all these things. So just don't take it as a joke, and you'll be just fine. Do the work when it's assigned and not when it's due. And that's something that the teachers always enforce, especially at my school. But I really do think that is true. Like, don't wait till the last minute. Procrastinating is something that you shouldn't do. And I feel like as a freshman, just start now. Like, start now learning to stop procrastinating. Because when the workload does get heavier, then it's going to be a lot harder to keep up. Don't be afraid to ask questions either, because you need to be able to face that fear. And if you don't really want to ask questions in front of the class, you don't have to. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. I feel like I have social anxiety, and that's like something that I need to work on. But sometimes I find myself like, I just ask questions like after class. I'll stay back, or I'll wait until the end of the day, then go back to my teacher some way. Like, even if it's just like taking a couple of minutes out of my day, that's what I do to make sure I understand things. And the next thing I'm gonna talk about is classes. So first things first, don't skip class. That's just lame and boring. Like, you don't need to be skipping class, especially freshman year. There's nothing to skip because there's not really much to it. And if you do decide to skip class, then eventually it's gonna catch up to you, and you just gonna be having to redo a lot of work. But teachers probably not even gonna allow that because they know you skipping. So you probably end up redoing the entire class, and who wants to do that? You want to waste your summer in summer school because you decide to skip a freshman class? Goofy. But just make sure you are going to class, because skipping is not worth it. Um, and set a good example for your teachers. Like, nice. Set a good example for yourself, and just make sure that you're putting your best foot forward, coming to class on time, like I've mentioned previously. But just like be present in class, because that's what teachers look at. And if you like want to go to college and stuff, you want to make sure that you, especially freshman year, that you're setting a good example, so they can be like, oh yeah, she does good in class, she has a good work ethic, we can put her in honors, or like think about putting her in some higher level classes. And if that's what you want, because that's good for colleges will look at that. So if you want that, then make sure that you're setting a good example for yourself. Next, I'm going to talk about friends. So just don't force a friendship and don't force a personality to fit in a certain group. Eventually, you'll find people who are compatible with you, and that might not happen your freshman year. And don't be worried about that, honestly. I just feel like I'm the type of person who I really don't care. Like, I don't care to have too many friends, and I talk to the same people every day, and I'm okay with that, because I'd rather have a small group of real friends than a big group full of fakeness. That's what I'd rather have. So I'm okay with my little few friends, and I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm never desperate for friends, and I feel like y'all shouldn't be either. Now I'm gonna talk about drama. So I feel like the only thing I can really say about drama is to stay to yourself, because that's the best bet. And still, sometimes when you stay to yourself, that can be intimidating to other people somehow. I don't know how, but somehow being to yourself makes people mad. But still stay true to yourself, and yeah, um not caring is the best threat. And yeah, I don't entertain what nobody else got to say, because at the end of the day, you look stupid because you see that I don't care and still decide to talk. So yeah, I know that can be hard for some people because they want to clap back. They want to, you know, prove their point. But at the end of the day, it ain't worth it. And just stay true to yourself. Okay. The last thing that I have to talk about is relationships. And all I can say is relationships is not always destined to happen, but when they do, whatever you do, just don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. Like, make sure that before you get into a relationship, make sure you are comfortable in yourself and all those things before you bring somebody else into your life. And that's that on that. But I don't know, this video is kind of short, but I feel like there's really not too much to freshman year for anybody to be worried about. So I just feel like there's not really too much for me to say. But I do think I said some good things, and let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you're seeing this video, please make sure that you interact, because that's what motivates me, and I really do want to get more consistent with this whole YouTube thing. So yeah, I will be doing back to school content, so make sure you guys tune into that. And with that being said, toodles.